What?
I forgot to turn off Discord last night for this.
Good job.
Okay, hang on. I had to stop recording since you did that. Give me a sec. I'll hit it again. 3, 2, 1.
Greetings.
All right.
Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Curse of Strahd, where we are now at Strahd's lovely abode with the party, and we are currently waiting on Chelsea Bunny 3 to reboot her computer because Discord decided to crash on her. Like how it decided to crash like how everything else decided to crash on me a week ago or so.
Yes, and before anyone asks who's watching the live or the replay on wherever, yes, the video will be up. I have to edit the parts together and put technical difficulty because that's literally what happened.
And he's back.
Okay.
Hey,
All right.
get to the intros then.
All right. Now, my lovely player characters, introduce yourselves and who you play as.
Hold on, let me get the screen. Hi, I'm Chelsea Bunny, and I'll be playing as Sheer Evergreen. I also stream on Twitch and YouTube.
I am Diva Nightrose Goldsmith. I will be playing as Elcincia Intorica, a bard of great renown and a ambassador for Baldur's Gate. And I will also be playing as Irina Kolyana, a priestess of Lathander. And with us is the lovely creator of Black Rhapsody.
Serena.
Serena?
Serena, you there?
Did her Discord out again?
Either her Discord went out or her mic might have given.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, now you go.
Oh my
So
god.
with us is the lovely creator of Black Rhapsody.
Hi, I am Miss Rena. I will be playing Zaretta Rayon, the Archfiend Warlock, who is also the daughter of Zoldar.
Soldar.
Zoldar, sorry, but I
Soda.
Soda. I'm the daughter of Soda.
Go.
All right.
Uh,
Anna.
Aurelia?
you're
Oh,
next.
right.
Oh, sorry.
All right. I'm Ryas Khan. I will be playing Aurelius Dawnlight, the paladin who now serves Helm.
I am Servant of God 777, aka Servant. For those of you who know me a bit better online, I will be playing Soldar Elban, the Celestial Soul Sorcerer in under protection in service of Ao, who used to be a paladin of Lathander, who happens to be Lathander's grandson. Not the only grandkid he's had either, apparently.
Yippee!
Grandpappy been busy.
Grandpappy is dumber Zeus. And I will never retract that statement. Can own it.
Oh, is it my turn?
Oh, yes, it's your turn.
Okay. I am Idiot Savant, and I will be playing Anna Rosanova, who's also apparently a Resurrescue, and yeah, I'm a monster hunter. But sometimes I feel too old for this.
Your knees
You're
have
never
given
too
out.
old to game.
My knees have not given out. I'm just tired of this crap.
You mean like half the planet?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alrighty. Now, with the introductions out of the way. Oh, also,
Let's
I
get
play...
ready to rumble!
Oh,
Wait.
Before I forget, if you're wondering where my old PFP went, it is because the lovely Diva Nightrose Goldsmith has made the NPCI voice, who is so now we are all technically matching for this lovely campaign now.
Well, I have the webcam. This is what mine looks like. Oh, wait, no, wrong thing. Whoops. Ah! I forgot to change
Give her a hot minute. Give her a hot minute.
Loading.
Here, do you want me to send it to you again, sweetie?
Yes.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm putting it in the joint server real quick. Actually, more accurately, I'm putting it in DMs. Discord.
No, Discord. I don't want to play games on your playlist. Go away.
Here it is. She will have it up in a moment, ladies and gentlemen.
Ah.
Copy, save, image. Didn't?
You okay?
Just reading.
The bunny is easily.
You Discord Nitro. I bought it, but it's not working, and I can't change my profile picture. And
Do you have streamer mode turned on?
Because that's what happened with me and why I couldn't change mine earlier until I shut that
I
off.
just assumed that, I clicked on it, yeah, because it said so.
Just do a screen share of the picture if that's okay.
Okay.
I mean, if no one minds, I can just pull it up and
No,
do
no,
that.
no. Screen share.
Answering D
Did it?
7
That's what
9
it looks like.
5 at window number 9.
There it is.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now then, we shall begin where we left off last session, where a very lovely, irritable looking, or try to say, someone who would be very much a, well, an annoyance to two particular characters. The man named Esha has decided to welcome his master as well as his master's 3 brides, which I'm currently shifting through on my computer right now. And so the Lord of Ravenloft, Strahd von Zarevich, has greeted everyone to his lovely abode. And now, we shall begin with, simply put, the seating arrangements of his dining room. If I could just...
This is gonna be interesting.
Now then,
Oh boy.
the seating arrangement is as follows. I shall put it in, I shall put it in general where it's basically, I shall type it out real quick.
Okay, you're putting it in general?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, everyone, because, I'm still a little tired and I had just gotten done with the workout. So I'm still a bit of... So I'm still a
Workout
bit tired.
buddies.
The DM is scatterbrained.
But
Isn't
also-
everyone scattered brained?
Well, I've had the weather go from spring to winter to now like it's going back to spring, and it hasn't even been 7 full days doing that. I
Yeah.
have reason to have mental and physical whiplash from this. Anime guy just been on the treadmill for hours.
Well, where we're at,
He
yeah.
also just got home like a few hours ago from work, so.
Okay, no, that's fair then. If that exhausted.
Then, of course, there's also the fact that Florida's being temperamental, too.
Florida's Florida, man.
Florida is always temperamental. It just depends on its flavor.
That's why there's man and there's Florida man.
Beginning, God created man. Then he created woman because man shouldn't be alone. And then Florida man showed up later. And yes, somebody feel free to clip that and put that to Man Fenrir. I want to see him do the bit.
Let's see,
I'll be funny.
Yeah, there's a reason why Florida ends up with headlines, and it says, Florida man, insert insane thing here.
Mm.
But then again, there was actually a woman in Tampa who saw that a gator broke into her house. What did she do? Run right
Yep.
back to her room, lock the door, and start playing solitaire until animal control showed up.
Smart.
And the only thing she was angry about was the fact that the gator broke into her best wine.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Till Tuesday.
I now typed it out. So the seating arrangement is as follows, with Strahd at the head of the table, his brides sitting at the left and right, Lissa sitting next to Valinta, Vlad unfortunately being forced to sit next to said Lissa von Zarich, then the party, and then across from them is the Corvinuses, and then right beside them is literally everyone else that was
Wow.
invited. And as the music
Okay.
begins to swell with thanks to a lovely lady of blonde who travels the rivers of the mists on a cursed riverboat that is styled in the 1800s style, and as the music begins to swell, the servants begin to serve everyone the proper meals, such as humans eating regular food and whatnot, while other undead creatures and whatnot eat rotten flesh and and all that.
And of course, preferred diet of blood.
Yep.
Yes, of course.
And now everyone is waiting for Strahd to take his seat before everyone else does. And I want everyone to roll a perception check.
Oh boy.
Yay.
Horse.
Oh boy. Okay,
Ooh,
Anna.
perception check.
Okay, so Anna, you are a +4. Anarian's a +3. Aurelius is a +1.
No, we should go.
Soretta, I'm afraid.
Okay, there's no way I'm buying that's a legit roll. I'm re-rolling.
Wait.
What? Are you-
We can work with these.
No, frickin' no.
Oh,
I know the bot's being retarded on purpose, and I don't trust that.
Soretta is a +0, I'm afraid.
So just roll a
Got it.
regular d20.
Cher, you are a +5.
Okay.
Damn it.
Jeez, we leave for a week. The dice get spicy.
Okay, no.
Get angry at the
no.
bot boys.
No.
Irina,
Wait.
Irina's a +3. Okay, so Alcencia, she's gonna have to get this. Hold on 1 second. +1 D 20.
What do you mean we can work with this? What have you What has been planned for the Dane meal?
And
scared.
Soldar, you are a +0 with perception, and Vladislav is a +0 with is a +1 with perception.
I rolled a nat 1. I don't trust that roll.
Did Irina roll?
Oh, quit being a
Yes.
baby servant.
Did anime? Okay, so Irina rolled.
Yeah, the first one that's labeled by me is Irina's, and then the second one is Vadislav's.
Okay.
None of these are good.
Exactly.
What are you planning, you devious
I'm
little?
scared.
Calm down, servant. Don't get up your panties in a knot.
Okay, 1, I resent that remark, and 2, I don't trust a DM who's being that deviously smirky.
Oh, believe me.
I can hear the smirk.
After yesterday's events, I deserve this.
Yeah, don't take it out on us. I mean, again, if you take it out on my character, but don't take it out on the rest of them. Honestly, you deserve that talking to, okay? You nerd too
Okay.
Why did you?
Just
All
roll
right.
with it for now, please.
Okay, fine. This one.
All right.
I'm giving him one chance. Otherwise,
So-
I don't trust the bot after that.
You guys are completely oblivious and accidentally sit down right before Strahd does.
Oh, for crying out loud! Really?
I don't see the problem with that.
It's a social faux pas. It's considered a high insult. Really? No.
Insulting him.
Listen.
It is then that Strahd just looks at the party and just is perplexed, but is probably not surprised that you all might have forgotten that you are in his home. Mainly because, well, you lot have been through a lot. Are you all tired?
Yes, we did
oh,
not
yeah.
battle it.
Honestly, Strahd, yes, we are beyond tired, exhausted, and I have had to deal with having to face Thunder recently again, and I am not in a good mood after dealing with him.
It is then that you
Ever.
It is then.
And then
it
so
is then.
much info.
It is then, Soldar, that you hear a gruff, "My lord," from Rahaden.
My apology, Lord Strahd. Again, I am tired. I've had to deal with Lathander again, and I don't care if he's a deity. I would sooner smack him with a fish. And he knows this.
Alcencia quickly plays diplomat. You'll have to forgive us, my lord. We just recently had a encounter in the lands, and we are exhausted from afterwards. You'll have to forgive.
That other.
He then gives a nod of understanding. Very well then, I shall forgive this, but just this once.
Okay.
And then, of course,
For your generosity.
I have no
Yeah,
doubt
apology.
wants to say something, but Alcencia quickly puts her hand over his mouth.
My dear, I wasn't going to say anything devious.
Right now, I don't even. Right now, my love, I don't even trust myself at the moment.
Well, we need a bit of comedy to at the very least lessen the tension.
Nope.
Well, yeah, I don't trust. As much as I would like that in the situation, after committing such a grave error, especially for a noble woman such as myself, I'm just paranoid at the moment, darling.
Very well. Fine, I shall take your lead on this.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then of course she whispers in his ear, if we get out of this alive, I'll let you say whatever you want for the next 24 hours.
Thank you, love.
Oh no.
It is
I'm
then
gonna
that
later.
all the other guests begin to sit, and Valinta and Lissa begin to look over at the party, and they're just taking you a lot in, and there are thoughts within their minds, but they do not air them publicly. It is then that Anastasia begins to open her mouth. My, such a verbose bunch. I'm not even sure why my lord decided to let you sit even nearest to us.
Alcencia, realizing that she's throwing barbs.
Oops.
Well, given that he is a gracious lord, it's only fair that he offer an invitation to those of us, especially since he was oh so kind to offer us dinner. And after all, this could be a possible future venture for Baldur's Gate, given that I am ambassador.
Oh, if you do so say so. And Anna, I want you to roll a whatchamacallit. What would be good? What would be equivalent to willpower here, or did I forget that there is willpower in this game? Or in this setting?
I think in this situation, she would have a. I think for this case, with Anna, give me 1 second. I gotta pull her sheet up.
Scared.
I think let's make this. How about make this an insight roll?
I would assume insight myself, honestly, if we're talking about having to puzzle something out.
Well, it's not so much as puzzling out. This is more so like something related to Constitution, but not really. Like,
Okay. Take a look real quick.
Here,
Like mental fortitude.
Yeah, something with mental fortitude, because her voice is grating to you in particular.
How about survival?
Basically,
How about survival?
Survival will work.
Survival
actually.
instinct?
Yes, survival will work. Roll me a survival check.
Okay, so Anna, you are a +4. 1d20 +4.
damn.
So Anna, the minute she opens her mouth and she begins to talk to Alcencia, you just feel in your palms a grating urge to just smack her across the face then and there, but you hold back, and thankfully she's too busy trading bars with Alcencia to notice.
I gotta keep it together for the kids. That's the only reason.
Because of children.
Yes, the children are watching. You gotta be a good example.
It is then that's
Teach the kids violence is okay at a young age.
Violence isn't
What?
the answer, but it is an answer.
That's the right
It's
answer,
true.
too.
violence is always violence is not the question, it is the answer. The only question there is, therefore, is how much violence must be shed. But with that out of the way, Miss Sarita and Soldar, what do you two make of this?
Like she doesn't care if she just insults Strahd. She's too busy like looking at what's the name of the dude that killed her mother?
Escher.
Asher.
Asher.
Sure.
Care about
Me,
the
Soldar, in the meantime, I'm looks at her and goes, "You assume to know much about what we are going through, and also assume our intents quite freely and thoroughly. I would hope you would not do so for others here, including the Lord of the Castle. I, at least, am willing to admit we made a faux pas. We have dealt with multiple cursed houses at this point, at least one haunting involving a being from hell itself, and oddly enough, of my errant former patron / grandfather, Lathander. I am not in the mood for being subtle right now, and I'll at least admit to my faux pas. How much are you more than likely going to make one subtly against any other of import here, including Lord Strahd?"
You dare assume such things? I am but the highest of nobility, and you shall not address me in such a manner.
And then, of course, can I step in real quick?
Sure thing.
Sure.
This is when Lumilla pipes up. Anastasia, your pride is not worth this. And then, of course, she then looks at Soldar. So that explains everything. So that explains.
You assume it explains anything, I would point out. Soldar says back.
Well, I sensed your magic before. Now I know the source of it. A divine.
You assume that is the only source of my power. Wow.
Well, it certainly explains why the. It certainly explains the factor that your patron is suppressing your magic, Sarita.
Mhm.
Your magic has divine lineage, but yet your patron is crushing it with the pact to her. Now I know.
Didn't want to let her know that yet. You didn't have to be that obvious. I'm gonna tell her after the party.
Oh, look who's talking, Mr. Know-It-All.
And then, of course, Ludmilla then she pretty much gestures her glass towards Sarita. I apologize. I must apologize, my Sarita. When we first met, it was under false pretenses, but now I can shed away those pretenses. She then snaps her fingers, and a very familiar snake appears and wraps itself around her neck in an affectionate manner. And you recognize this snake, Heshka.
Ashka?
The very same snake that wrapped around the neck of of Lilith of Am, whom you met earlier.
Okay.
Does Sarita recognize the snake, or do all of it?
Everyone.
I would say all of us. I would say primarily Sarita and Elcencia, and especially Anarian.
All right, you three then roll a history check for this memory.
Oh boy.
What?
D20 plus. Okay, so for you, Soretta, that is a history +2. And Soldar, that is a hold on one second. And Soldar for history, it's a 0. I'm afraid you're at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
And for Elsensia, it is a +3.
15.
16. And Soretta got a 19.
Alright, so
Ah!
you all remember who this little snake is.
Okay, you're gonna have to say that again. You were away from the mic and I barely heard that.
Basically, you all remember this snake, and you realize you guys put 2 and 2 together that Lilith of is the bride standing before you right now. Or well, sitting before you right now.
Lilith? Of Well, now this is a surprise to see you here.
Lilith of was the name that I had taken before I arrived in Barovia. I took the name Ludmilla Villasevic after I was adopted.
That explains a lot.
So then,
Much talk before of what happened to you.
it is then that Vladislav cuts in. So then, who was that traitor fellow we've been following about?
He is who he says he is. Just a mere tradesman. I just happen to tag along with him whenever I need to see the people for myself. And especially ones with magical talents such as your daughter.
Oh boy.
I swear I should be used to people poaching around me and my family, but this is getting ridiculous in my life. You'll forgive my abruptness, but I am getting a surprise headache countering there.
Well, it could be a mutual beneficiary for all of us.
That would be a surprise for once, but I would not bet money on it these days.
Miss Rena, what does Soretta think of the fact that Lilith of is actually Ludmilla, the bride the bride right before us?
What?
Miss Rena?
And that happened again.
Why?
We may have to tell her to re-log in.
There
through
she is.
Oh my god.
Serena?
Okay.
Repeat that.
Okay, basically, Lilith of is actually Ludmilla Villasevic, and she, what is your opinion on the fact that she literally, that you now know who this woman is?
Intrigued.
And she's also, stating that she has interested in you because of your magical talent.
Zora's going to proceed because I am thinking, if I may ask, why are you interested in my magical talent specifically? My father here is more powerful in the magical arts than me.
Let's just say it's your contract that's concerning me. But we can discuss this another time. For now, I believe that our Lord has something else to say. She's pretty much ceding control back to Strahd in that situation. She was trying to cut Anastasia off.
Simply put, my offers still stand. However, you have 1 week to come to your decisions.
One week. Wondered why we were getting Polo have time.
Oh boy, you're a robotic servant.
You're botting out.
All right. Again, 1 week. Well, I wondered why we were getting little time to do things we had to do here. Oh boy.
Anarian's definitely giving Strahd the side eye and putting his hand under, wrapping his hand around around Alcencia's under the table.
Bombastic side eye.
It is then that, Aurelius, I want you to roll insight check.
Okay, so for you, Aurelius, insight is +3. So 1d20 +3.
Okay. I'll take that.
Not a bad roll.
Alright, give me 1 second.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's a 19.
Nah,
Anime guy, you there?
Yeah, give me a sec. Sorry, give me 1 moment.
It's okay.
Mhm.
Sorry, I was trying to grab some dinner. Anywho. Alright, so you notice there is something a bit off about these quote-unquote deals that you remember not only Strahd himself, but also Rahadin giving to you guys. And then there's also the fact that we had just recently buried Irina's stepfather. There's a reason for this 1 week. And you might have figured it out. But it is up to you whether or not to share it. And for that little bit of information, it is because he wants to give Irina a week to grieve for her father, but after that, all bets are off, and he's going to try to hunt her
Hmm.
Aurelius, do you want to share this with the party, or do you want to share this with Irina? Or
You want to share this with Cher?
Well, yes. Yes, sure, you're part of the party, so I'll tell the party.
Okay.
Alright, I want you to roll a stealth check in order to relay this silently between everyone.
okay, so Aurelius, for stealth, I'm afraid that you've only got a +1. If need be, I can use my physical dice if you need it.
Yeah, let's go physical, because that is a travesty.
Yeah, okay, let me try. Please be kind. Oh, nat 20. Let's go.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
20.
Aurelius, how do you whisper this information to everyone? Or do you perhaps write it on whatever paper and parchment you might have, and then silently try to pass the note about?
Oh, yeah, try writing the note, passing it to the party.
Alright, you managed to stealthily make a note, and then you offer it to Cher, and you whisper, pass it to the others, and then once she reads it, she understands, and then keeps passing it until it reaches Vladislav, who I am going to have him roll a stealth roll.
Uh-oh.
What's his stealth?
Stealth for him is a, hold on 1 second. Stealth for him is +1.
15. So, yeah, he manages to hide this from Lisa von Zarovich as well as Valenta. And I want who should I have to roll a perception? A singular person.
Well, since this kind of pertains to her, what about Irina?
Sure.
Okay, so do you want me to roll for that, or are you going to roll for that?
Roll for her, please.
Okay, so if it's a bad one, I'm using the physical one for the record.
No worries.
Okay. Not to mention, I'm going to say that she has inspiration because they were able to exorcise a spirit, an evil spirit, out of her friend's home.
Okay.
That's my official excuse here, because well, religious reasons.
No problemo.
Are you sure about that?
Okay, so 1d20. That's for perception, or
Perception, yes.
okay, 1d20 plus 3. Us. Oh. Nope.
Yes,
Nope. I'm getting out the fizzy.
Yep.
Come on. Are you bloody kidding me?
Is that a 3?
Yeah.
Can Anna roll to help cover?
Sure.
This pertains to her technically adoptive daughter.
Yes.
Sure
Okay.
thing.
Okay. So for you, Anna, that is a. Hold on 1 second. That is a plus.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I'll be right back. I'm gonna go eat.
No
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So for you, Anna, that is a perception. That's a +4.
Lord have mercy upon me, random bullshit go.
Oh, nice. So, Anna, you notice Irina trying to figure out what... See, Irina trying to take glances at Valenta and Lissa von Zarevich? However, she is seemingly failing? And so when you look at them, you see Lissa just eyeing Vladislav in the most thirst-trap way that he nor Irina are able to detect. But you are able to. She is down for Vladislav for some strange reason, and for Valenta, she is just giddy that she gets to sit close to her quote-unquote son.
I think, and I'll probably just, glare daggers at these women because doesn't care how much trauma or whatever they have, you don't touch the child. Also, she might try and, like, nudge to Vladislav, like, he already probably knows this, but he's like, keep away from those two.
You'll probably have to so Irina's sitting next to Vladislav, and you are sitting next to Irina. So
Okay, so I nudge Irina, remind him to stay away from those two. They're both bad news.
Can I at least, and then of course, Irina's like, I had a suspicion they were, but now I have a confirmation that they are. Given your judgment of character.
Well, that, Anna just nods, be like, protect each other, I'll protect you too.
Good. And then of course, she quickly whispers to Vladislav, I'd keep my distance from them if I were you. Particularly that Lysick person over there.
He then takes a glance at Lissa, but he doesn't really see the lust that you two obviously can notice. So, but given the fact that you two are obviously giving him your women's intuition, he gives a nod. Very well. It's not like I like them. It's not like I like her anyway.
Stay away, harlots.
They got that.
Wars.
If she prays, she's a thought.
Apologies, everyone. They are lost in the memes.
So then, of course,
I know.
Irina quickly touches Vladislav's hand and gives a squeeze on it underneath the table. She also looks up at Strahd, and she's getting creeped out by the way he's looking at her. And Vladislav, you notice that her hand has gotten a bit tighter under the table.
He then squeezes back. He then squeezes back in a very platonic, friendly way, and he whispers, "Don't worry. There's literally three people between you and him right now, and one of us is actually armed."
Just remember, as long as you don't touch him, he won't touch us.
He nods. He nods. It is then that the table begins to delve into small talk between everyone. Oh, sorry. Pizza gets me the bubbles.
It's okay.
Anyways, and as conversations begin to roll by, Anastasia, for some reason, just eyes Anna and Vladislav, and it's just trying to picture. She's trying to put a picture in her mind. And let's just say that the Corvinuses seem to also notice, and they're now deathly afraid of the fact that they technically sorta hid the fact that they actually, well, are housed their long lost cousin in their home, despite the fact Strahd already knowing, but they fear what she might be planning if she does figure out who he is. Because for all Anastasia knows, he is just a simple boy and simple man thing, while the rest of his party are just threats in her way to keeping Strahd all to herself. It is
I
then,
don't like this.
it is then that she looks at Anna in particular and says, Tell me, girl, who is your family lineage?
Basically, she's asking, who are your parents? Basically, she's trying to put you into a trap.
Mine?
Yeah, you.
Okay, so let me look at his name again. I'm gonna go with because she was basically adopted by the guy. I'm gonna put it like that.
Yeah,
Where's his name?
I know his last name was Rosanova. I can't remember what the first name was.
I have the pictures open. Hold on, let me pull it up. Nope, that's the wrong button. There it is. Okay, got it. Here's the other picture. Okay, zoom in. Zoom! Oh, that much. Two. Should I put the picture? Just okay. So air.
If it's gonna be art, you put in D&D art.
There's no art.
Just put the name in D&D art so I can.
Okay. Ow.
So this way, just put the name in D&D art so we can see it. I just remember that the last name was Rosanova.
Yeah.
Soare Rosanova.
Yeah.
That's your quote unquote foster dad.
Yeah. So it's
And
like my father was Soare Rosanova. I never got to meet my mother.
Oh, so you lost your mother when she gave birth to you then?
Unfortunately, yes.
You poor thing. I couldn't imagine being without a mother's love. That's supposed to be like a very subtle jab at a majority of not only the party but also at Valinta.
Wait, what did she say?
Basically, she's dissing everyone who lost their moms.
It's like
Alcincia's just gripping her dinner knife very tightly, but she's repressing her urge to comment or react.
it's like
Zaretta,
it was unfortunate, but I had quite thankfully in the village I had quite I never really felt the loss due to how amazing my father was, so
What does Soretta do to that particular jab?
She is her eye going with power. She is not happy. She knows what the woman meant. A little pissed off.
Soldat noticing power. Oh, was starting to go off. Soretta immediately puts his hand on her shoulder and goes, calm down. Being petty and silly about it. And he says that while knowingly angling his face directly at her for the comment.
Can I quickly ad-lib something for Valenta here?
Sure.
She then stabs a piece of very, very bloodied meat on her plate with a very poignant, very loud. Basically, she's stabbing her plate with a very loud stabbing move, with a very loud, like that.
Petty reaction was
Yeah.
but I love when I can do that with a character.
Oh, they touch a nerve. Nerve, Lady Valenta? I did not mean to cause any barbs or reactions out of any of our guests, or much less you, my dear sister bride.
You are lucky that there are all these people here, because you can only imagine what I want to do to you right now. The only reason I'm not is because Vladdy's here. That's all I care about. And then she just pulls the knife out of her meat, but then points it at Anastasia. But as soon as everyone leaves, say one word, and it's over.
Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I never recommend becoming a bride of a vampire lord winds up becoming this every time.
It is then that Anastasia then looks at the party and then back at Valenta and just coyly smiles as she drinks her wine, knowing that she got underneath everyone's skin.
Almost everyone.
didn't
Soldar
care.
immediately looks at her and goes, oh, by the way, I've heard that jab before. That is not only unoriginal, that is pathetically easy to spot. Maybe try and spice it up with a different player next time you get a chance to try it. Maybe sometime next century.
Or she could actually be a real lady and actually learn some manners. But that's just me.
She's a vampire bride. Unfortunately, some of them forgo manners for snark.
And then, of course, Elsensia's
Oh,
like...
my apologies, you're correct.
And then, of course, Elsensia's like, I agree with the ranger. Sometimes the best comment to make is silence.
Oh? And you take... Oh? If that is true, then why did it so delightfully get under dear Soretta's skin?
She is young and not had to deal with many of these situations. Also, that's my wife you're insulting with that comment. Be lucky it's just me here, not Ao having to also intervene, because he also would have words. Mind you, his words also tend to involve curses, so they make it that way.
Oh,
Uncouth of a vampire bride trying to pick a fight with the children.
Let her have her petty moments. Apparently the only entertainment she gets.
Petsy,
Anyway.
Petsy, I'll have you know that I have silenced rebellions in such ways that you would not even know it's coming. She then takes another sip of her wine.
Why? Because you talked them into sleep?
They don't notice. Basically, you guys don't know. Depending on who's noticing, you can see Ludmilla smiling behind her glass.
Did you talk them into sleep, or did you talk them into brain deadness?
I would assume neither. She probably talked so much and was so annoying they gave up just to hear the end of the conversation.
Or
But then again, when a
maybe they
vampire
saw her
bride wishes
coming
to
and
be
ran
petty
away.
with
Guys,
younger.
guys, please, one at a time.
Sorry.
Elsensia then pikes up. or in some cases, some would even fake death just to get away. I know of an emperor from long ago that actually would regale every single person in his audience, his captive audience, about how great he is, and many toppled over in hopes to just get away from it.
I see
Oh,
why it's
I've
called
heard
captive
about
audience.
emperors
There's
like
stuff
that.
There.
I'm sorry, say that again, Anna.
Like, I see why it's called a captive audience. They're prisoners of the conversation.
Indeed, they were. No one was allowed to leave until he was done. But he was so terrible at oration and at fiddle playing that, well, some actually faked death just to get away.
It is then that there is a subtle cracking of her wine glass. Oh. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
it doesn't feel nice back at you, does it?
At least... Oh. And you think you have class despite all of you being peasants?
And then
Peasants?
And then Alcencia's
You
like,
really want to go there?
and then of course Alcencia's like, my lineage is my family is the Antorica family of Baldur's Gate, a well-respected patriarch family who just so happens to have the ear of Duke Ravengard, with my sister as a soon to be replacement on the Duke on the Council of Four.
And...
Well, that and also, Anna is. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, and are these tales of quote-unquote nobility? For nobility is supposed to intrigue me. You are from a land I do not know, and for all I know, you are but you might be but a harlot putting on her Sunday dress to come to a church she is not welcomed in.
Also, mind you, because Anna's still in disguise, is like, even if I am supposedly a peasant, you require peasants for your way of life. If every peasant just decided to leave you alone for your horrid character and venomous words, you'd have no one to brush your hair or do whatever else you need. Heck, some of the clothes you wear are made by your quote-unquote peasants that you are so determined to look down upon.
And then, of course, Alcencia pipes up. There's this thing that we nobles have called noblesse oblige. Those who stand at the top must look after those beneath them. If you decide to crush them, how else were you going to live up your lifestyle, especially when in a lifestyle with no honor?
Careful, since he's never even counted on. There's a reason why those stuck in Ravenloft, often it's missed, tend to have a lacking idea of what proper nobility and honor. It's also why the few times they go outside their lands, they cause havoc, including the nobility. In fact, the only one who's got a record for not directly doing Lord Strahd himself.
You're cutting in and out, servant. You might have to do the web browser thing again.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on a sec. Let's try this. Let me just switch to mic for real quick, and that fixes it. Testing. Is this better?
Yeah.
Much better.
Yeah.
Okay. It might just be the might be just. Let me try this again. Given the havoc that even the nobilities. Oh wait, I'm not recording. Check. I gotta swap the audio source. Or. All right. There we go. Now it's all better. Hey. Given the reputation even the nobles from Ravenloft and Barovia tend to have outside and are in other realms, I would not be so quick to assume we are peasants, because where we come from, your behavior doesn't resemble nobility or honor. And I've seen some talk, because the only one with a good reputation, despite some of his actions, is Lord Strahd himself from these lands. Do not presume to be nobility where anywhere else you would be a common peasant at best, or a thug or bandit put down at worst, including putting with the fact your dress would assume stolen.
And then it's then that Vladislav pipes up, and besides, if Vilita can behave herself, so can you. For the most part, aren't the brides of the Lord of the Land are supposed to exude elegance, unity and chastity when among his loyal subjects and noble lords. She then glaring at Vladislav just goes, I am the utmost epitome of unity among the brides, boy. You best learn your place.
A good leader leads by example, and you're setting such a poor one. I feel bad for the people attending.
It's in that moment that Ludmilla freezes her drink.
And it is then that it's then that Vladislav also pipes up again. If you say so much, then perhaps you would like to take a drink of the wine that my late aunt had decided to want to give you. He then goes into his bag of holding and pulls out the very poisoned wine that you and Anarian had found and puts it upon the table. And it still has the note reading, try not to drink too much, my dear, from Amelia Corvinus.
And then, of course, Anarian's like, yes, it's quite tart. According to what we... yes, I remember that. I specifically found that. And what did Lady Amelia describe it? Perfect for a tart like you.
You dare speak out of turn, Spawn.
Hey, it's the lady's words, not his. He's just the messenger.
Indeed.
And then, of course, Anarian's like, Anarian's amping up the pettiness. Listen, I've had to hear you belittle my darling all night, and I've had to listen to you demean and belittle my darling all night. I'm taking my shots. And you call me a spawn again. As soon as we're outside this castle, you might find yourself on the receiving end of my claws.
Oh, you can... A spawn dare attack a bride? Oh, the scandal! But she then turns her ire... She then turns her ire back to Vladislav. Fine then, pass me the wine. Let us see what the late Amelia Corvinus has decided to give as tribute, to see if it is delectable to the senses. She then grabs the...
And then, of course, Ludmilla's like, you do realize that... Ludmilla realizes that Amelia was... Basically, Ludmilla was informed by Strahd of about this particular wine bottle. And she's like, Anastasia, your pride is not worth losing your life over.
She then looks at Vladislav and the party. And then she starts...
Soldar has immediately a shit-eating grin and then looks and goes, yeah, did you forget what that would have in it, considering Amelia's temperaments?
You dare try to poison a bride of the Lord of the Land? She's now turning...
No,
Wait, Soldar, please.
Go.
She is now basically accusing you lot of trying to kill a wife of a nobleman. How do you plead before her and the court of public opinion right now as whispers begin to say
if Soldar immediately looks at her dead in the eye and goes, if we were going to, we would have poured it. We'd specifically just told you it was left by her, and we've done our best to warn you about it, that it was being an insult in having to drink it. AKA, it's deliberately poison. Plus, I could have healed you anyway, even if you were stupid enough to drink it. Us putting it down does not imply we wish to poison you. You immediately going to drink it says more about your intellect and survivability, or rather your survival instincts, than it does about our intentions.
And then, of course, Alcencia also brings up, let's just say, Anastasia, that Amelia was quite put out with you over the fact that you were the cause of the fall of her family, of her extended family. She sent that to you as a gift in hopes that your pride would blind you to what she had in mind for you.
Mm-hmm.
This wasn't done by us. She had made that herself.
Yes. Consider this a gift of sorts for us. Point out you had treachery among your own nobility. Soldar immediately also has a grin where he shows teeth while finishing that sentence.
To hell with her.
Not as united as you claimed, huh? Interesting. Keep getting caught in your own lies.
It is vampire brides in general. This happens all the time, sadly.
The imagination is a wondrous thing.
If I was only referring to you and your fellow brides, madam, I would. Every vampire bride I come across from every vampire lord, quote unquote, has a bad habit of falling into the same tropes, pettiness, bitter. I would advise you, for the sake of your own lord, to not become a stereotype in that regard.
She's part of a harem. What do you expect? There's going to be drama where there's so many women.
Not all harems devolve into, but majority of vampire brides have a bad habit of sharing their lord.
How dare you assume that Valenza or Ludmilla would share a bed with my lord?
Oh, are they not also his bride? Are you presuming things about your lord then?
And then of course Valenza's like,
hello, hold on, earphones.
Valenza's like, as if I could, you hog him to yourself.
And who are you to say who your lord can and cannot bring to his bed?
Yeah,
And then,
I thought he was your
you're saying
lord.
that you have authority over him.
And then of course Ludmilla's Ludmilla pretty much nods in assessment with Anna, and then she's like, I actually echo I echo the ranger's sentiments, though of course I myself do not indulge in that. I prefer to let him have his space.
At least one of you is honest about her intention in that regard. At least openly honest. I don't know about the other. And as for Amelia, she's sadly now dead after fusing herself to a beholder.
The Lord Chels is back.
Hey.
Hey, Chels.
Hello.
Hey.
What happened?
We're just
Snark
roasting
at the dinner.
poor bride.
We're roasting on Anastasia.
This is the most fun I've had all week.
Well, to hell with Amelia. She was always a treacherous little fiend and a traitor nonetheless. It is then that Ephraim actually speaks up. Amelia was many things, but a traitor she was not. You will do best to speak of my wife, who is a noble woman, and who was not only Strahd's second bride before you, Anastasia, but you will hold her chastity in high regard. He then turns to Strahd. Please forgive me for speaking out of turn, my lord. He holds up a hand to Ephraim and says, "It is quite all right, Ephraim. You have said your rightful piece about your late wife." He then turns to Anastasia, and you all see this very infuriated look within his face, and it's basically giving her the command, sit down, shut up, and you will take that wine bottle and you will have it encased as a remembrance to your shame and dishonor of his house.
Does he actually say that sentence out loud?
No, his look is saying this to her.
Soldar immediately comments and goes, "My compliment, Lord Strahd. I've never seen a full sentence command given with a single look so eloquently. Well done."
Thank you,
And then, of course,
Celestial Sorcerer.
And then, of course, Alcensia pikes up. I second the sorcerer. And then she does a quick toast and drinks it.
You then see Strahd raise a toast. Here, here. And then everyone else begins to raise their glasses. Here, here.
Here, here.
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 And you all just see Anastasia just have this look of bitterness upon all of you, and you could just tell that she is going to want to kill you all herself eventually sometime.
And she's like,
Anna has a smile behind her glass.
and then, of course, Irina pretty much is just smiling, seeing there's basically her eyes are glowing again, that bright green, almost in satisfaction. And Anastasia is not liking it.
And what are you looking at Kolyalvin?
Don't you mean Koyana?
And what are you looking at, Kolyana?
Let's just say I'm witnessing someone who has very clearly has been put back into her place.
And you have not?
And then, of course, her eyes are glowing again. Believe me, were we not here, there would be so many things I would wish to tell, but I am not going to. I'm going to take the noblewoman's advice and let my silence speak for myself.
To hell with you all.
With that, Anna kind of like pats her shoulder, like, "That's good. No, go back."
And then, of course, Irina then snaps out of it and wondering what the heck just came over her. She then quickly sips her drink and is quickly trying to look away from Strahd in that moment. Trying to focus on her food.
Num num.
Even though she's very clearly too nervous to actually properly eat, but she's making a show of eating just to try to keep his eye on her.
Mm-hmm.
Does Vladislav notice how nervous she is?
Yeah. Give me a sec. Typing so fast leads to bad words. Give me a sec. I'm sending you something in DMs.
I've told you that so many times. Just like with speech, you gotta slow down sometimes.
And of course, well, now that display is out of the way, now that particular shameful display is out of the way, she then smirks at Anastasia because she knows that Anastasia can't do anything in that moment. I must say, this battle of wits was particularly entertaining. Especially from you, Vladislav.
He then turns to her. I was just simply returning a gift my late aunt wanted to give her.
A devoted family man. I actually quite like that.
He then does a double take on that. I have been around. My family has, well, like, he's just trying to put the words together because he does not like the spotlight that he just realized his actions has put upon him. Him trying to defend his cousin's honor despite the fact that Amelia tried to kill everyone. And now this very thirsty woman is trying to flirt with him, and he is too innocent to really figure out what to say.
I'm
then, of
sorry.
course,
He is currently the kid is currently spoken for. I don't care if I don't care if she's making stuff up as she go. If it works, it works.
Is it okay if in this moment, Bella and Drusilla are looking at each other and looking at Lissa, and they're not liking this? They're like, did she just seriously say that right in front of us to our cousin? And Claudia's a little bit clueless because she's more focused on eating her food.
Nom nom.
Uh-huh.
And Bella's not liking this, and neither is Drusilla. Basically, like, you're flirting with him right in front of us. Excuse me?
Right?
Right in front of my salad.
Right? Nuggy?
Picked it a salad.
Soretta, Soretta, Anna, and Irina. What are the three of you thinking about this? Because Lissa made it very loud and clear. For the
Anna
ladies
already
there together.
said, I'm sorry, but the boy's already spoken for.
Dre's just sitting there with a smile on her face. She's kind of impressed at the boldness.
Uh-huh.
And Irina's just like, she's like, she did not just flirt it with him in front of me. And
Yeah.
her eyes start glowing in that moment. Basically, that bright green is back.
Yeah.
She's like, quite the flowery tongue you got. That is quite the flowery tongue you got there, madame. I hope. But as I'm sure you know, some flowers are rather poisonous. I hope it doesn't end up impacting your tongue.
Oh? Oh,
Interesting.
Does the wallflower finally found her bite?
A wallflower I may be, but sometimes it's best to listen and observe before you eventually decide to before you decide to let your voice be heard. Because better to let others be silent and think you are an individual of lesser intelligence before opening your mouth and removing any and all doubt.
So I want Irina, Soretta, and Anna, I want you ladies to roll a perception check.
Uh-oh.
Am I speaking for him, not count?
No, it does. It's just that I want you to roll a perception check to see what her reaction is to you saying that Vladislav is already spoken for.
Okay, you said insight, right?
Perception.
Okay, so
Perception, okay.
so, perception's +4.
And double go. Oh shit.
Oh, Irina got it. Okay, so
Get
Soretta, Irina got a 19, which got her a 22,
And double go.
and Anna got a 14.
All right, so Soretta, seeing all this, you are just still in your little you're quite impressed with Lissa literally trying to gain Vladislav's attention. And you're thinking nothing of it, despite the fact that your patron literally told you to try. Well, you promised your patron you were trying to seduce him, so this is flying over your head that she's flirting with him. Well, not that she's flirting with him, but how should I put this?
Making active, like, moves on him.
Like, you just see her flirting as nothing more than that, just playful flirting. You do not realize that she's trying to court him. Anna, on the other hand, notices she is trying to court him. Is trying to court him, and Irina definitely does not like the fact that she's trying to court him. But one thing that the three of you do realize, Lissa von Zarovich looks an awful lot like a more tanned version of Irina.
Darn Latinos getting in the way. I know. I mean, Latinos are more attractive ones, but still, damn it.
Not touching that with a 100-foot pole.
Come on, why? Is it that bad?
No, the joke's that obvious. I don't like to do obvious jokes.
Oh, you're no fun.
Not pulling the pin on that grenade.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Absalom made a wise choice.
You know that Vasa probably has a Latina fetish. Let the man dream, the man go to his Latina queen.
Well, I guess it's good that he's not Shadow the Hedgehog.
No.
He loves his rival Shadow.
There.
Latinos and
I mean,
There's the meme.
I mean, I'm more of an Asian.
Yeah.
I'm more of an Asian, African lady.
You like your
ladies man,
waifus,
but
we know.
well. Anywho. Irina.
Yeah.
Irina also says the same. Also, also mirrors Anna's vocalization of that Vladislav is already spoken for.
Yeah, okay. And yes, I do back what Anna has said. Vladislav is spoken for.
Oh? As in, you two are going to get married within the week?
Basically, just a note, her eyes are glowing again. This is not her talking, this is the soul within her talking. I lost him once. I'm not losing him again. And then she's glaring at, and as she's saying this, she's glaring at Strahd.
Soldar immediately, he reaches over, puts his hand on his shoulder.
Oh, you went.
Wow.
Sorry,
He went
no.
raw.
That
Did you got him?
translates to, no, don't do it.
Hang on. I stepped away for a sec. I had to get up and stretch.
Anna's also like has a hand on the Adrena's shoulder too.
I'm on other things I had to do. All right. Soldar immediately reaches over, grabs her shoulder, and says, "Snap out of it. Not now. Not here."
It is then that Lissa turns to Soldar. Oh, please, let her speak. I want to hear the truth from her own lips. She already
If it was just her talking, I might let her. She has multiple lifetimes in her head. I'm not letting one of them speak.
Oh? Oh,
Irina,
really?
and then of course Irina.
For that reason exactly, because when they take over, the current one is not in control. It's like a very unable to be exercised possession of the worst variety, possessed by yourself, and not a good version.
You then just see Lissa incline her head. Oh. So you say. And yet, so that means Vladislav. You don't happen to have a you don't happen to be reincarnated, have you? It's then that Vladislav...
It's giving the look of like, please do not say, please say no, please say no.
And then of course realizing that this is a challenge, and she's like, if this soul is, well, if he is, she's like, okay, if this is, basically Elsencia is worried that he might say something that might open mouth, insert foot, and it might cause a diplomatic problem.
It's diplomatic problem.
It's then that
Vladislav Soldar.
It is then that Vladislav looks Lissa straight in the eyes, and I'm gonna have him roll a a charisma check.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, Christmas,
No.
I'm so scared. Wah.
What's Vladislav's charisma currently? Is it like a 1 or a 0?
He's got +2 in the persuasion department.
All right, I'll do that. So
What?
he thinks he's.
I know. Let me take a look real quick.
7.
Hold on.
My boy.
Yeah. Do you want? Can I quickly roll a physical dice just in case?
Sure.
No, actually, I have an idea. So,
Oh no.
Władysław.
Oh, you were the oh-nos. Oh, if I would punch
No, when a
Honestly-
DM has an idea, it's rarely good.
Władysław looks at Lissa. He says this with confidence, but Lissa knows something about. But because of what you said, Soldar, it gives her the inclination that he is lying. He is lying through his teeth because of you speaking up about what was going on with Irina. And so, when he says this, she knows he's lying, and she knows a lot about Irina already, and she has her eyes set. I am not a reincarnation of anyone. I may have been born here, but I was raised in a land far away from here. She then
Just made up a story of how they were like childhood friends or something. Why did you try and go as close to the truth as possible? No.
No. He's saying no. The only lie here is that he is not. Well, it's not really a lie. It's literally the whole truth. The only thing he's lying about is that there's the fact that there's another soul inside of him. That's the only thing he's lying about. The truth is literally the truth. So she nods satisfactory and then just decides to let it go. Very well then. She then begins to sip her wine and partake of her raw food. Or her raw meat.
She likes it very rare.
It is then, Soldar, you realized you had fucked up. Because you just admitted...
Aaron.
Because you literally let your mouth run, and now everyone knows what Irina is. A multiple reincarnated soul, and there's only one of those. Known to legend to those who are here in Ravenloft.
Yeah, at that point, Soldar immediately... Okay, I probably need to roll I need to roll persuasion at this point. Luckily, I've got a +5 on that.
Well, here's the thing, though. While you roll, Anna, while Soldar was explaining, is just kind of glaring at Soldar, like, really? I'm gonna
And then,
smack
of
you.
course, Alcensia is glaring at him. And
20! I'm gonna bullcrap out the room and get them there.
Where'd the bullshit go?
Alright,
So Soldar immediately looks through him and goes, "Oh, don't give me those looks. Hooks, she's the only one I've encountered that recalls thoroughly. Every soul in Barovia is a reincarnate since the curse took hold. Not a one is exempt, so don't you dare give me those looks."
everyone continues to give you those looks, but they buy or lie somehow, some way, some why. Despite the fact that Strahd, Lissa, and the brides immediately know who Irina is.
Okay, running off that persuasion, Soldar immediately looks at Strahd and goes, "Lord Strahd, please do not cause more problems than we already have. Because if I get drawn here, Ale has plans, and he tends to make certain they happen. I would rather not have to deal with his plans when they go crazy for those involved. Thank you very much."
Oh? And what might that be, dear celestial sorcerer? As he inclines his head.
Anna gives the stare of, "Please just shut up."
And then Alcencia's looking at him. She's like, "You already compromised us once, sorcerer. Don't do it again."
Soldar immediately looks and mouths, "I've got this, let me."
Just a note, she's not saying it out loud, but her glare is saying it.
Yeah, and Soldar gives the look that says that and just...
Sarah tries to
Anna's only known
persuade
him for a
father.
few hours and she's wanted us to smack him.
Could you repeat that, Miss Rena?
I was gonna say Zora tries to persuade her father desperately to not say anything more.
Alright,
All
right. Because of that, Miss Serena, I want you and Solar to roll charisma rolls against each other.
Okay. Okay, I got a +5. This will be fun.
Is
And
my
Soretta also has a +5 as well.
okay?
25? Oh, 23 and 25. Holy crap, we just... Wow! That was close. So how's
Power of
this
a
play
daughter.
out?
All right, Soretta, please, if you would, knock some sense back into your father.
I gotta go.
Father,
Ow, my
Father
hand.
Okay, let Serena talk.
Sorry.
Father, I understand that you are very passionate about the subject, but you just dug one of our friends a very, very bad hole. So can we please, just please give it a rest? And just come and sit down and have wine. Do not draw any more trouble.
Fine. Let's try. I'll talk to you after the dinner if you don't mind. The daughter is so insistent on us finishing the meal.
Very well then. If
And then, of course, Elsincia, she then plays diplomat again. Our apologies for the outburst of our sorcerer. It's just, let's just say that, apologies. I wish to apologize on behalf of the sorcerer. He clearly has so much knowledge that he wishes to impart to everyone when there are some times and places where he needs to keep it to himself.
Yeah.
I understand
Yep,
and have
so-
been on the recipient end of such of it, if you will recall.
And in this moment, Soldar, you remember when Strahd smacked you.
I immediately go, I do recall all that incident myself. I barely made it through that.
And then, of course, Anarian's not knowing what he's talking about, but is just going along with it. And
She doesn't know what he's talking about either, but she just
Um,
kind of looks at him and like kind of mouths like, "Sir yaps a lot. Shut it."
Aurelius and Cher, what are your thoughts on this?
Thought talks too much.
Well, hey, at least they finally found a way to shut him up.
By brute
Power of the daughter
force.
compels you.
We'll leave it to a daughter to know how to shut up her father.
Yay.
It's then that Vladislav also glares at Soldar, and he's giving him the glare of, after this party, I am having a deep conversation with you, from a captain to a recruit, and it's not going to be pleasant. There will be.
Is he
cursing.
saying that, or is he looking? Is he looking and saying
No,
that with his
no.
eyes?
No, he's saying this with his eyes. He's going full captain. He's going full on officer belittling, and is going to break the spirit of a recruit. After this, those are his eyes looking at you right now, Soldar.
And then,
Anna's preparing to slap him later.
and then, of course, Elsincia is just glaring at Soldar. She's like, you just literally revealed one of our trump cards. Basically, that's the glare that she's giving him. You literally just revealed one of our trump cards in our hand. You just had to open your mouth.
Soldar immediately looking at them, gives him the look of, I know why I did that.
Doesn't
And then-
mean it's a good reason.
And then, of course, basically, Elsincia whispers, and only making it so that only you can hear it. We will have just like Vladislav, I will have a talk about this with you later in regards to negotiations and diplomacy.
Soldar immediately looks at it and goes, just me putting that out, I would agree with you. Oh, I didn't have an option. I'll tell you later. And with Vladislav, calm down.
Vladislav is no longer listening to you, Soldar. You had pissed him off royally.
And Anna has the pissed off glare at him, like the mother about to beat up someone who got her daughter in trouble because he did. He will face the wrath.
And then, of course, Irina is also glaring at him, and she's like, you had to reveal that to Strahd. The one person I do not want knowing that about me.
it's then that you guys also notice Valenta just going into a very meek state. And then Alyssa is just trying to coax her into talking with everyone. But it appears that perhaps after Anastasia's little belittlement, she has decided to remain quiet, heeding the advice of Alcencia, but it looks like she desperately wants to talk to the party, and or just simply Vladislav. Perhaps even try to get Vladislav to marry into the Von Zarevich line with Lissa. Because she, for all accounts, really likes Lissa, because Lissa's one of the only other people of the household that treats her with any sort of respect.
Do we, the party, know this, or are you letting us, the players, know this?
I'm letting you, the
Letting us, the players, know this, but Zoldar might know.
Okay.
I'm letting you.
Zoldar
doesn't know.
I'm letting
You just
the,
know stuff.
I'm letting the players notice this, especially when Lissa tries to speak to Valenta every once in a while. Irina and Vladislav can overhear her trying to get her to talk to everyone.
And then, of course, I can quickly roleplay this. Valenta, dear, are you all right? Isn't there something you wish to say?
I'm fine, my lady Lissa, as she continues to try to peck at her food.
Well, if you wish to speak to anyone here, maybe you can talk to them after dinner.
She
I'm
gives,
sure our Lord would not. I'm sure our Lord would be understanding of you.
she gives a nod in confirmation. Perhaps.
And then, of course,
Sorry, go on.
and then of course, Ludmilla's also trying to help Lissa with Valenta. Do not take heed of Anastasia. You already know her opinions of you.
Valenta then glares at Anastasia, who glares right back at her, and then she looks over at Ludmilla. She looks over at Ludmilla. Thanks, Ludmilla.
Anytime. I am not one to withhold knowledge to those who actively seek it.
Right.
And then, of course, in this moment, Anastasia picks up her now frozen drink and realizes that it's frozen, and then just glares at Ludmilla. And Ludmilla gives her, "You brought that upon yourself."
Anastasia then sighs as she has to uses some fire magic to heat up her glass to be able to drink her wine again.
And then, of course, Ludmilla just takes a sip of her wine. What does Strahd what does Strahd do with this particular interaction?
He simply just allows his brides and his cousin to just simply take in a moment to talk amongst themselves, as Lissa is very good friends with Valenta and Ludmilla, so he just lets them be and just takes in the fact that Valenta seems to be getting better, actually, for once, rather than just being a murder hobo like Chels here.
What? What is it? What?
You're the most literal murder hobo of the group, Chels. Embrace it.
Oh, jeez. Who died?
Well, that came out of nowhere right on time. Jeez.
We lost Mr.
You coughed so hard,
You
it made someone leave.
You coughed her out of existence. What have you done?
It's only been recently we lost our dear friend Serena.
Oh man. Oh man.
Yes, poor Miss Rena. I knew her well.
Give her a minute.
Oh, I know. I am waiting for her to get back so I can finish the joke.
Jeez.
Welcome back.
So how was it the next dimension?
Oh my gosh, Discord.
Sometimes I can still hear her voice.
Everywhere I go, I see your face.
Yay! Homosexual! Yay!
Where the heck was that from?
That was from a joke from somebody called Official Jug. It's been stuck in my brain.
Oh my.
I'm sorry. He had that line of sometimes I can still hear her voice, and then the person that one was looking for is just whispering,
Yay! Yay! Homosexual! Yay!
Oh my.
We have too much fun here sometimes.
yes. But having fun is important. That's the reason we've gathered here today.
Yeah.
It's thou
Very
shalt not
true.
kill, not thou shalt not thrill.
Alright. Is there anything else you guys would like to discuss amongst the party, the Corvinuses, Lissa, Valenta, anything?
I have an idea. I'm sending it to you in DMs.
Okay.
Sildar just gonna grab his wine glass and whisper on his breath before sipping. Yo, I swear if you're doing more, or if you having to set me up to reveal things before we want them, I am very upset again. Oh, I know you're probably doing it anyway. And then just sips the wine.
Sorta, I want you to roll a perception.
Corvinus is what their favorite animals are?
What?
Sorta, I want you to roll a insight check to see if you heard that from Soldar. Because I think you would have a few choice words for that.
Man, I need my switch.
Okay, for you, Soretta, insight is +2.
20 plus 2.
Yep. Did you get my message?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm reading it right
15.
now. And, yeah.
Good.
So,
A 15.
So, you definitely heard what Soldar whispered under his breath, which amounts to, hey, why'd you let me run my mouth? And you could just say something sassy back to him.
I don't know. Maybe it's because you're the only source of entertainment that he has.
Sildar immediately looks at her and goes, do you realize as my daughter you would also qualify for that?
That may be so, but at least I know to shut up.
I was trying to be quiet. Unfortunately, I couldn't stop it from... Meaning AO wants this known. I don't know why, but at this point I'm not questioning because it's out. So this isn't a case where I have to come back from the dead again.
You constantly say that AO is making you do things or is pushing to do things, but I'm starting to kind of question that myself.
I did too early on, till he pointed out the sheer things I wouldn't normally ever say, and I've realized half the time if he wants me to want something to be known, I wind up being the mouthpiece. Annoying, but I've started to learn to accept it when it happens. Doesn't mean I'm not annoyed.
And then,
Because
of course, Irina is just desperately trying not to look at Strahd, and she's just looking at Vladislav, and she's just trying to look at Vladislav instead of Strahd.
It is then that Strahd actually has a moment of remembrance on his face. He then puts his hand to his shin and then remembers. Oh, my dear Evergreen.
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Why is it?
Strahd has called out your name, and he asks,
Yes,
Miss-
Strahd? What is it?
"Have you received the message from my Grand Vizier Rahadin? Have you not? About my offer?"
Yes, my liege, Whatever. Yes, my liege, I've heard the message from them.
Chelsea, a reminder about what he offered you?
Yes, I remember the offer.
He then turns to...
Okay, for the sake of it's been a few episodes, can someone say it out loud for the audience?
So Strahd had ordered Rahadin to give Cher and Aurelius a message, and it is a offer to run Berez village, because Cher obviously has a connection to her patron, the Grain Mother. She could help revitalize the village of Berez to be good farming land again. Aurelius could be the leader of the church there once people begin to populate the village again in order to, reap the harvests. It is then that Strahd also notices a different symbol upon Aurelius. Ah, I see you have also found a different patron compared to Lathander there, dear Aurelius.
Lathander and I had a falling out, so to say.
My offer still stands, except for, obviously, from the Church of Lathander to run in Berez. You could run a Church of Helm. After all, the harvest will need guarding, and it is meant to serve. The harvest is meant to serve the people who are in dire need of food. Will you and Miss Evergreen take perhaps a moment to consider my offer?
Yes, I consider your offer. It'd be my honor.
You're supposed to say no.
No? Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
you're supposed to just
No.
give a diplomatic no, which is say, hey, I will think about it.
I'll think about it.
We will think about it.
I thought the offer was food or something.
Basically, Chelsea, he's wanting you to use your druid powers to revitalize the destroyed town of the destroyed area of Berez, which was once a harvesting village.
Be scared?
Well,
Basically, my homeland.
basically, he wants you to bring crops and grains and fruits and vegetables back to that area.
Okay, of course. But you said no.
Here's
I
the
say,
thing.
thinking, loading.
There might be an asterisk. There might be an asterisk attached to that deal. So.
I thought asterisk was a thing with the star.
It is.
Basically, there's strings attached to that deal, Chelsea. You just don't know what they are yet. There's a cap.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll get back at you with that offer.
Very well.
Yeah.
Very well. Much like the others whom I'm given an offer to, you will have a week amongst them. So, though, do please consider it. He then starts to eat his food again. And Anastasia just does not like the fact that Strahd is making these deals with the party at all, because he didn't tell her about it. And you all could see it on her face as she just starts biting harder into her meat.
Alcensia notices this, but she's just smirking behind her glass.
It is then that Lissa again tries to flirt with Vladislav.
I must say, the way that you silenced that sorcerer was quite amusing and rather enthralling.
He then just looks at her like looks at her with trying to come up with an answer.
Like, again, he's spoken for. Please leave the boy be.
Anna is correct to a certain extent. He then turns back to his food.
And then, of course, she then leans in a seductive manner to the point where he kind of has no choice but to look at her cleavage and whispers very seductively, "You know, there's something else that you can eat."
Oh
Lord
my.
have mercy. Be like, there are children here.
Technically not at this party, but I get the point.
No.
He
Don't ask. I know. Don't ask me how I know that phrase. Don't ask me, please.
he then just looks at her with that surprised look on his face, but he steels himself as best he can because he is just not used to this. He's been a soldier all of his life. He just doesn't know the art of flirting at all, and all the ladies amongst the table closest to Tyr could tell, and he just flat out states, if you mean by the food on the table, then I can agree upon that. However, if you're trying to... What is your intentions right now? He just flat out asks.
Why would he want to eat a rotten apple? Please mind your manners, young lady. Please mind your manners, young lady, and stop offering him a rotten apple and let him eat some actual food.
I'm sorry. I gotta do this.
She's had enough.
Man, that was good.
Very saucy burn. Well done.
Anna's had
This
enough.
dinner party's
She's tired of
getting
him
interesting.
trying to get to the children. Also, mind you, even if somehow, some way the prophecy isn't with Irina and Tim, she's still like, this is basically my son now. You will leave him alone.
What does Lissa bite back with against Anna on this?
And I'm sorry. My brain's blanking because that roast was so good.
It was.
I'm sorry. My brain's blanking. I'm sorry.
I'm used to dealing with bullies all the time, so don't worry.
It's then that Lissa is just perplexed and just awestruck at Anna's great retort for Vladislav. He then just scoots over a little to his left, and he's a little closer to Irina. And Strahd is a little bit perturbed when he does that. But he doesn't show it, but you could see it in his hands as he's cutting into his raw meat.
Irina then quickly grabs Vladislav's hand again, and she quickly whispers to him to make sure that no one knows what she's saying. I sincerely apologize that you're going through this. If I could do something about it, I would, but I can't. Believe me, I want to call upon. Hold on, I forgot to do the accent. I'm really, really sorry that you're going through this right now. If I could do something about it, I would, but I can't. Every part of me wants to give her wants me to call upon Ilmater's power just so I can smite her right now.
It's...
Like, wait, oh, she's... Oh, God.
Just to know, she's whispering this to Vladislav so no one else can hear it.
Oh, I know. It's just while she's doing that, Anna kind of adjusts herself in her seat, sitting upright and looking very annoyed. Then she readjusts, the napkin on her lap, and she's just like, honestly, the audacity of some of these girls who want to call themselves ladies. Ugh. Irina, don't take after them. They're bad folk.
I am going to heed your counsel. I'm going to heed your counsel, Anna. It's in the moment that Anastasia looks at Anna and is staring at her and is in utter shock. She sees someone in her face, but you don't know who this person that she's looking at is, but she whispers a name under her breath.
All right, everyone roll the insight checks for this.
Oh, fun. My insight again.
Okay, so I don't know this name, so I guess I shouldn't do
Oh, I got a
history
+2.
reading.
7.
Wait, do I or do I not know the name if I do hear it?
You will because it's your ancestor. It's one of your ancestors.
Okay.
Give me
Okay,
one
it's the inside, right?
Yeah, insight.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's better, 11.
7!
I swear,
Unnatural,
someone says a joke, I swear.
unnatural 20,
I
let's
am
go.
really trying to cut back on that word. So.
Oh, really?
See,
What's
I know!
Vadislav's?
What? Wow, I thought my rolls are bad. That just...
I'm sorry.
I'm so upset I have to have my ear to the wind.
Hold on, I gotta roll for Anarian real quick.
I'm really trying to cut back on that word, but that spot is not making it easy.
Target sighted.
Kidding? Go out outside.
What's Vadislav's insight, if you could?
Insight is for Vladislav is a 1d20 plus 3. Okay, so Anarian passed the roll, but Alcynthia didn't.
That makes little sense.
All right.
I'm sorry. I think Kitty is demanding attention. I gotta remind her that she can't go outside.
All right. So.
Notice me.
Release me!
No.
All right. So Saretta, Anna, and Anarnian. The three of you hear the name and know where it's coming from. So for Anna, you realize that is the name of. That is the. Oh, who is that for?
Beatricia? Just a note, I rolled for Irina as well. I just realized I forgot to roll for her.
All right, so
You got a 19.
Irina, Anna, and Etzreda. The three of you know.
And Anarian.
Oh, and Anarian. The four of you know not only the name that she had said, but you all know the. But the three of you, save for Irina, until Anna explains to her who Beatricia is, knows not only the name but the context of that name.
Remind me who that is again?
That is
Beatricia is your many times great grandmother, who is descended from who was the daughter of Anastasia Karolova, aka the bride right in front of you.
Frustration.
Oh, boy.
So that also, I don't remembers, or do we have to do a history check?
And Justin, Beatricia married into the Lazarescu family.
I mean, well, like, Anna's like thinking to herself, this is a bad time to remember the fact that that Mom and Dad said I looked exactly like great-grandmother. Oh boy. This is like her internal monologue, like, ah, shit. I didn't put on makeup or anything.
Soretta, what do you make of this? Because you remember reading the couple of diaries about how, especially from either Bella or Claudia, that
would be Bella or Drusilla.
Oh, sorry. You remember Bella and Drusilla's diaries, in which the mentioning of this name Beatricia. You know that this is Vadislav's and Anna's great-grandmother. What is your reaction to this once you hear that Anastasia recognizes Anna as possibly one of her descendants?
Anna, who?
Complete and utter surprise.
Anarian's like, oh dear.
When you don't want to get caught, play dumb. If you get caught, I'm you and you speak Spanish.
And then, what is Irina's thoughts on this then?
Irina has a suspicion that Beatricia is important to her, and if she's seeing her and Anna, she's like, oh no, this could be a possible relative. And she's worried for Anna because she knows her secret of being a Lazarescu, and she's worried if it's like, oh my god, if Anastasia has figured out that she's Lazarescu, we're all dead.
You know, Anna, who?
It is then that the dinner finally concludes, and the servants begin to take the empty plates and any leftovers that might be on the tables, and then the servants call for everyone to enter the ballroom to have a dance, and to enjoy the music and dance and talks amongst yourselves for the hours almost near for the beginning of the Harvest Festival.
I wanna go home.
So where do you guys decide to do once you enter this ballroom where music is playing, singing is being heard, and dances are being performed?
I'm DMing you something.
Anna does not miss the socialite life. She goes to observe and stay with Vladislav and Irina.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, no worries.
She can easily be a socialite if she wants to, but she does not wanna.
Whatever, I do what I want.
She's like, I'm too old for this, and also too, it's also like, I'm already really pissed off at that one lady. If I happen to come across her in idle chat, I might lose my temper and make her reputation irreputable.
Okay.
Okay. Just a note, the singer is it's in this moment when everyone's gathered into the ballroom, specifically after Irina enters, that Strahd whispers in the ear of the singer, and she of course nods, and it's in this moment that the singer starts to sing a interesting number, and in which I will perform right here and now, and I'm singing it just so we don't get copyrighted.
You could sing like a couple of verses, then we can get to everyone else.
Okay, so I'm gonna sing the first verse, and I'm gonna sing the first verse and the chorus. That's it, okay?
Okay.
The opera.
Come into these arms again and lay your body down. The rhythm of this trembling heart is beating like a drum. It beats for you, it bleeds for you, it knows not how it sounds. For it is the drum of drums, it is the song of songs. Once I had the rarest rose that ever deigned to bloom. Cruel winter chilled the bud and stole my flower too soon. Oh, loneliness, oh, hopelessness, to search the ends of time. For there is no greater love in all the world than mine. Love still falls the rain. Love still falls the night. Be mine forever. Be mine forever. Be mine forever.
is with that Irina just continues to hang onto Vladislav as Anna tries to take them to a corner to be secluded, especially after hearing that number.
Yeah, well,
Sora-
that and also Anna has a backup plan too, and looks at Vladislav and Ariana is like, listen, if anyone else tries to split you two up, I want you two to dance together. No one can split you up then.
Right.
And I don't care if it's like if you have to act it like you're a thing or something. I don't know, whatever the young kids do these days.
And she's like, Irina's like, you don't need to tell me twice.
Like, just do not get split up.
Right.
It is then
Okay.
that's a who is that one chick with that's basically poison ivy?
Ivana.
Ivana begins to walk into the room along with Lissa, and they are just talking as if they were just old friends. It is then that they notice Soretta and Soldar. And Soretta and Soldar, what are you two doing right now?
I'm burying my dad.
And I'm just taking it. Soldar's just taking it while I'm outright going. Really don't want on examples of crap I've had to put up with.
Perhaps give an example to the audience about what Soretta would say about basically Soldar fucking up.
You fucked up, Aaron.
Me? You talking to me?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Yes.
basically Soretta's chewing out Soldar. We want to see and or hear her chewing him out.
Yeah.
Okay, Soldar, you have used AO as an excuse to be the biggest dumbass in the world. Why? Why would you reveal that in front of everyone? What is the tactical purpose for AO ever doing that, ever letting you doing that? And don't give me some BS that he works in mysterious ways.
I do not know why. I've never known why when I get held to say stuff like that. Half the time when it happens, even I'm baffled at it working out well. And it usually does. That's the reason I'm not too upset and just annoyed right now, because I've never seen him pull this stuff and it not work out to what he planned. Don't understand the details, because the last time I tried to comprehend it, I gave myself a headache that lasted an entire week. And yes, I did directly ask for details. I regretted it.
Oh, God. At least with my patron, she knows better than to. Except for occasional pranks, she knows better than to jeopardize a mission.
A mission? No. You, however, yes. Forget you're my daughter. You're supposed to also have similar powers that I do, and they're actively impressed by her.
And then,
Heavily.
of course, in this moment, Ludmilla comes up. Your father speaks true. You are being, your magic is being impressed.
I've been getting that a lot lately, and I don't like it. I'm not
The
that
reason why I don't want you to be attached to her pale knight. Even if she's predictable, she's also never going to suppress powers like this for no reason. Never a good one. The last time, according to your mother, something like this happened, well, let's just say the person involved wound up not in a good way. They technically don't exist anymore. Their power, however, I don't remember exactly what happened to it. Mother.
And then, of
What
course,
she told me was it wound up partly in Pale Night and partly elsewhere in the Abyssal Plane.
and then, of course, Ludmilla backs it up. There has been tales of, there has been a tale about how a wizard from my adopted family had supposedly brought forth a blight of madness across this land.
Oh no, tell me it's one I've heard of. I don't want to consider we've been thrown into another of those scenarios. Which might explain why we...
With you, sorcerer, I'm here to speak with your daughter. You must
My apologies.
You must forgive my rudeness. Anyway. Anyway, she then looks at Soretta. We're here to speak of you and your potential.
So you want me to apprentice under you or something?
Indeed. As much as I know it would please Bella to take me on as her mentor, she won't learn under me. She'll just soak up everything I tell her without any second thought or any second opinion, because she's so enamored by me. She won't grow without that conflict. You, on the other hand, have that potential in you You can.
If I were to consider this offer, what does it benefit me? What can I learn from you that I haven't already learned from my clan?
Well, the ability to control your true power that's currently being suppressed. Unfortunately, there is that contract. That contract, while you're bound to Pale Knight, is inevitably going to start causing physical alterations the longer you are bound to her.
Which is the other reason why I wanted to try and get her out of it, because I know of a few ways with Ao's help to do it easily. It's just timing doesn't help, because being here is already bad enough.
Well, I just happen to know a way to free her from that particular shackle.
Oh?
It's simple, really. Anastasia may be in denial of it, but she actually has in fact done it.
I'm sorry, say that again, because I think you just said something that seems almost insane to me. Anastasia has broken one of these contracts?
No, she is bound to such a contract. But this contract allows her to grow under magic.
Oh, that type of loosing, to where you bind someone under a different contract that doesn't constrain them nor force anything they want onto them they didn't know about.
I think you can already guess, Miss Soretta, whom I would rather you see as your patron.
I have an idea of who. What of it?
Bind yourself to him in magic, and not only will your power grow, it will also be focused instead of suppressed.
Okay, fourth wall break. Do I know who this is?
Knowing your butt, you probably do.
She's speaking of Strahd.
All right, yeah.
But for your character to know, I want you to roll a history, or sorry, an insight.
Right, I get a +2 for that, right? Yeah, give me a sec.
Do you want Soretta to roll an insight for that too?
Yes, please. And
okay, Soretta, you're at a better advantage here because for you, insight is...
I'm re-rolling that, by the way. Go ahead.
Insight is +2 as well.
I was going to say that these rolls will have to be permanent, so, yeah.
I knew it!
Unfortunately for you,
no,
you will not know.
No, this spot keeps doing... It's only giving me one roll. Almost every other roll for almost everyone has been awful this time. I swear the spot's doing this on purpose.
Well, okay.
Roll 1d20 +2, please. She got a 16.
So, Soretta, you immediately know who she's talking about. She is talking about her Lord Strahd von Zarovich. Now, sorry, go on.
And then, of course, Ludmilla adds on, besides, if you were my apprentice and then were proceeded to teach Bella, it could in turn help her grow in magic. Everyone benefits in this particular agreement.
Only partly, Soldar says. As there's a problem with my abilities that I need to tell her, and I should you as my.
Let Soretta talk, servant.
All right. My apologies. I didn't hear.
So, Soretta, what is your take on Ludmilla offering Strahd as your patron? Miss Rena?
Oh no, Discord died.
Okay, give her a sec. Give her a sec.
Okay. You back with us?
Oh.
Are you okay, are you okay, sweetie?
Yeah, it's my. Can you hear me? Because it keeps cutting out.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
We hear you.
Okay, how much did you get of the conversation before your Discord decided to crap the bed?
I got that she basically her asking me what do I think of this as Zaretta.
Basically, Ludmilla is offering Strahd to be your warlock patron. And she's changing and she plans to change the contract to where your magic can grow under him versus being suppressed. And she's also bringing up the benefit of how if she trains you as her apprentice, you in turn can train Bella as your own apprentice. So, and she's trying to make it as a all parties benefit from this deal kind of offer.
All right. First of all, why in the seven hell do I ever agree to have him as my patron? Second of all, he basically tried to mark me as his bride. There's no way in hell I would ever allow myself. I would be under someone like that's tutelage, much less be my patron, because he's gonna want something from me, and I don't know what that is. Seven of all, I am not in the business of being anyone's mentor at the moment. I came here for one reason and one reason only.
Yes, revenge.
And to retrieve something that belongs to me.
Ludmilla knows exactly what you're talking about, but unfortunately her lips she's choosing to keep quiet about it. You don't notice this about her, but she is basically, you notice that she's hiding something, but you don't know exactly what. But Ludmilla's hiding it well under her expression. I see. I have no doubt that if you were to ask Lord Strahd for Escher's head, I'm sure that Strahd would let you take it. That lad has been proving troublesome.
And Soretta, I want you to roll a charisma saving throw. And you have to get past an 18 to succeed.
Okay, so for you, Soretta, 1d20 plus 5.
Damn it!
Do you want me to roll a physical one, just in case?
Please.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, no. At this point, I think we might need to resort to physical next time. That bot is just deliberately lowballing.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Daddy needs a new pair of shoes.
And it's a 17.
So
Again.
Wait. Does she have she has a +5 to charisma, right?
Yes.
So
That's 22.
So, Soretta, you feel a distinct burning sensation in the back of your mind, and it's from several different things at once, but you also feel a very, very odd heat coming from the bite mark that you had received, and you feel like your heart is just beginning to just increase in heart rate. But you manage to keep your cool and politely decline. But in the back of your mind, you knew something was off. And
All right. At this point, Sildar rolling in. I'm gonna roll a physical. For this because clearly the bot wants to be a bot. Because I'm rolling perception because at this point after those comments, there's no way he's not noticing something. Wait, what do I have on perception? Plus 0.
Yeah.
14.
So,
do I notice anything about this, or am I just clueless again?
You notice Soretta perhaps might have an increased heart rate due to her breathing, but that's basically it. Soretta, what are your thoughts on this, especially with these sensations you are feeling?
She can basically tell it's likely pale night kind of like warning her not to betray her, not to go against her contract with her, knowing that it will literally the damnation of her soul. So she basically ends and just decides to decline the offer. Plus, she doesn't particularly want to be under Strahd, as he tried to mark her without her consent, or try to claim her as one of his bride.
All right. How does Ludmilla react to this?
I see that they'll be needing some future convincing. But if you are in need of a patron that can help you that isn't connected to Strahd, there is a place in the Gaucus Mountains that might be of interest to you.
Soldar, immediately hearing that, picks up and goes, again with those mountains. What is this place?
An ancient temple. If you're
A temple to who?
Apparently, there are many different sources there are many different legends about this particular place. Some say that that ancient vestiges so great and terrible are locked up there, but others say that they are the children of Mother Night. Who's to say what's real and what isn't? But we do know that there is plenty of patrons of which to choose.
All right. I'm gonna query the DM. Would Soldar know anything about the this off the top of his head, or should I just roll a history check or something?
Roll a history check, because the Thunder had mentioned these mountains before, but this is mainly for your memory to be jogged.
Right.
15.
Oh, 17, neat.
So you remember Lathander mentioning these mountains, but it's highly recommended you keep this bit of information to yourself.
Right, so don't mention that Lathander heard about him. Like, So, as I am a bit of a history buff myself, do you have is there anywhere in this castle or even in Barovia where I would be able to find more information, or is it kind of just up to talk and rumor, right?
Unfortunately, any map trying to locate this temple has been conveniently destroyed, and it wasn't by my master. It was by decree of the first king of this place.
Oh, great! That's even more insane. Does anyone at least have an idea how to get there so we can investigate this later?
And then, of course, Rahadin.
It is in that Rahadin then comes in. You requested me, my Lady Ludmilla?
Yes, both Saretta and Soldar interested about that place. The one where we at.
There will be a marked trail. You just need to look for symbols of a black raven.
There is also a black raven and 21 star and 21 black stars.
Just follow those symbols along the road, and you will find the path to the temple.
Oh.
If that is your desire.
I feel like we're gonna have to investigate it anyway, knowing my fortune. But thank you. That is.
But do beware. The children of Mother Night are not to be trifled with.
I am aware.
About you.
I appreciate. I am sadly aware of just how vicious they could be. I will probably take the whole party with us to go, because I will not risk me or her, both us, going in alone for that.
It is in that Rahadin,
No matter.
It's in that Rahadin cuts you off and looks at you and says, "I was not speaking to you. My apologies, wizard. I was speaking to the warlock."
Soldar immediately gets a glare and goes, I will inform you this, since you're not aware. She is also my daughter. I have lost her once. I will not again. If you address her, you address me also. Such. Am I understood?
So you're saying you're going to be a controlling father, not allowing his daughter to make her own mistakes and to learn from them?
I'm going to be there when she does so I can catch her when she falls and help her back up. I am not the type to be controlling. I've had a grandfather and a deity before, so I know what that's like.
If you say so. He then steps away.
Don't you say so?
Soldar then looks to Soretta, goes, I am stressed.
You broke up.
Okay. Soldar then softly looks to Soretta and goes, I apologize for acting. I am still too stressed after dealing with Lathander far too much.
It's okay. Let's just get this night over with. I have a lot on my mind at the moment.
I don't blame you. What I heard is correct. Implying Strahd would be a patron.
Yes. I have no intentions to ever accepting her deal nor aligning myself with Strahd.
Ludmilla, right before Rahadan walked off, Ludmilla's like, once you've reached the temple, meet back with me and we can consider, and then we might reconsider my offer. And then she went off with Rahadan. Okay, sorry. Continue. Sorry about that.
All right. Solda then and agrees and goes, we're probably going to have to inform the rest of the party about that mountain. That is the place to look. I still don't know why AO wants Strahd and them aware of her. Because this is getting confusing. It really is. I knew it should have been kept quiet, but I am confused.
It's alright.
Was I breaking up?
No, we heard you.
Oh wait,
Okay.
never mind. I heard you.
Serena, what does Soretta say to that, or are you just
Sarah's just lost in thought at the moment.
Sorta, I would like you to roll a perception check.
Oh, me, sorry.
Okay, so for you, Soretta, that is a 1d20 plus 0. So just a regular 1d20.
I head off to bed.
No worries, this is gonna be the last bit.
I got 10.
So, you notice something in the purview of your eye, but when you fully look upon it, you see a woman who is covered with in a black dress, but it has very much dark like almost like think of like poison ivy in terms of how the plants seem to want to be attached to her dress. And she is eyeing something in particular as she is talking with Lissa, but you can't figure out what it is. And with that, we shall end
Where do you get to
today's...
see Sharon Aurelius?
Let's get Sharon Aurelius in a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been gone most of the time eating dinner. And I'm playing video games.
And then after Sharon Aurelius, when the next session we'll go to Anarian and Elsince. How about that?
Okay.
Okay.
So, with Aurelius and Cher, what are you two doing right now?
Just chilling. I have no idea what I'm doing.
You're at the dance part of the at the party, so maybe
Yeah,
a
we're
waltz.
dancing.
So yeah, you're basically you and Aurelius are dancing in this moment, like doing a small waltz.
Don't fumble this, Aurelius.
Alright.
While you two are dancing, what are you guys talking about? The fact that Strahd gave you an offer?
So, what do you think of that offer? I know that it's bad, but what do you think? I should take it even though it's not good? Allegedly?
Well, you don't know if it is bad or not. It's just that it is an offer put.
Yes, and you're like, no.
Forward. I mean, who knows? Maybe they're wrong. Maybe Strahd is being genuine. You just don't know.
I don't know yet. Unfortunately, we have to be on our toes, especially someone like Strahd.
I have an idea, something for you to say, Reyes, if that's okay.
Okay.
I may have turned from Lathander's light to Helm's shield, but even I'm feeling off about this deal.
Oh, rhyming.
I may have left Lathander's light to Helm's shield, but even I, what was the rest of it?
But even I'm feeling off about this deal.
But even I'm feeling off about this deal.
Right, okay. Your suit is very lovely.
Aye, and you look beautiful.
Thank you.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
You wiggle. Oh,
Yeah, just wiggle dance.
else to say?
I don't know. We weren't really given much to work with here.
Yeah, because somebody had to talk through most of it.
Or yaps a lot, keeps his name.
Sir yaps a lot.
I really hope that's like canon, is that when he was a paladin, that was his name.
Yeah, we'll talk about that after this session, because that would make a comment there. I'm not opposed to it.
Yay!
Yeah, we get to nickname.
And then, of course, I think with Anime Guy, I think with this, we'll call the session here. If you want to call the session here, next session we start with Elsensia and Anarian, if that's okay.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, actually, let Aurelius roll a perception check.
Okay. Aurelius, you heard her.
Okay.
Perception.
1d20 plus 1.
Alright, let's see. Wait.
1 plus 1 is fish.
Could that work? Because I could go physical.
I think we can make this work. It's
Okay.
out the corner of your eye, Aurelius. You see the same black dressed woman, and she's got this really, really long, tattered looking veil over her face. She's looking at you and she's staring right at you.
Ah.
Curious.
And Chelsea, you do not see this woman. You do not see this woman, but you feel that there's a chill right behind you.
Let's see. Look at my face for a chill.
Aurelius, do you ask her if she sees that?
Oh, chill.
Okay. Do you see that?
No, but I feel something. It's not good. Very eerie.
And this woman looks dead at you, and she's like, "So you too have been abandoned by the Morning Lord." Do you want to end the session here?
Yes. We shall end.
Yeah.
We shall end the session here.
That is a good way to end the session.
Oh yeah, nothing like a little mystery. And I am sorry for the chatterbox habit. I don't know what's up with me. I'm
the
gonna write it
sugar.
off as the weather messing with my head, given Minnesota's has been extra schizophrenic this past last week.
Also, lay off the sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's even the sugar. It doesn't usually
no,
do
no,
this to me.
Caffeine.
You may
No,
claim
I
that,
have no
but it
caffeine
doesn't.
today.
Next session, I promise we'll start with Elsensia and Anarian and possibly have them interacting with this black dressed woman.
Boy. Just when we thought shenanigans had ended, more pop up because of my big mouth.
Yes.
Right. Anime guy, you still there?
Yes, I'm still here, and I'm going to be closing out the session right now. Or should I say the
Say-
streams right now?
I
Anyways,
really need to figure out how to
With that,
animate
I'm
too.
cutting the recording. Everyone, like, comment, subscribe. Yes, the last few have been bad because I haven't had OBS set up because new computer. See you guys later. Have a good night, everybody, or wherever.
Bye bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
And we're clear. Ugh.
Ludmilla's offer.